Hello and welcome to another video in the series where I look at the latest top 10 releases on Steam in the past week. I read each game description in an epic narrator voice and react to the trailer. And at the end of the video, I choose the game that stood out the most for me based on my first impression and explain, hopefully, what makes a game stand out amongst the vast sea of releases that come out every week. So let's get into it. Okay, for this week, there were 186 new releases. The top 10 are shown here, according to the Steam ICO newsletter. Let's jump into the first one, Dyson Sphere Program. Dyson Sphere Program. Build the most efficient intergalactic factory and space simulation strategy game, Dyson Sphere Program. Harness the power of stars, collect resources, plan and design production lines, and develop your interstellar factory from a small space workshop to a galaxy-wide industrial empire. Wow, I really love these visuals. Okay, the visuals in space were a lot nicer than those visuals. It's like building your bases in StarCraft, but across different planets. This music is really nice too. It's very inspirational. Damn, Dyson Sphere Program, why you gotta do me like that? Next up we have Everspace II. Everspace II is a fast-paced single-player spaceship shooter with deep exploration in space and on planets, tons of loot, RPG elements, mining, and crafting. Experience a thoughtful story set in a vivid, handcrafted open world full of secrets, puzzles, and perils. Another space title this week. Wow, this is much more cinematic than the last space scenery. Oh. The music syncing to the titles is just... This looks very serene, flying through space. I am eternally damned. Man, that trailer was amazing. Like, just the timing and synchronization of like the music with the text and the visuals and everything, this looks awesome. Next up is Home Behind 2. Home Behind 2 is a roguelike RPG which takes place in Scaria, a country engulfed in a civil war for 10 years. Lead a patchwork group of revolutionary fighters into the depths of the government's territory as you struggle to overthrow a brutal authoritarian regime. This is the story of my homeland, Scaria. Oh, it's Scaria, not Scaria. Oops. Some people surrender. Some people fall. I'm not sure what accent this narrator is supposed to be doing. Changes the direction of the story. Miss P-Pants, what are you waiting for? Miss P-Pants? The flames of resistance bring the story to climax. Northern Republic, we never let his partner down. By the way, this time, I am a warrior of the Casa Trap, not a coward. Okay, Maria was definitely the best voice actor out of those past three. I thought that art style was really nice, but then when the voice acting came, they should have just not had voice acting. Next up is Ender Lilies. Ender Lilies is a dark fantasy 2D action RPG about unraveling the mysteries of a destroyed kingdom. On this sorrowful path, encounter horrific enemies against whom a moment of inattention could be fatal. Overcome the hardships of your journey and reach the truth with the fallen knights. Wow, this art style is beautiful. Okay, the animation was kind of clutch though. Yeah, this game's aesthetic is just so nice. It's like gloomy, but also a little bit fantasy, and your main character is just like this bright speck of white light against the dark background. It's some nice contrast. Alright, number 5, we have Mad Games Tycoon 2. Mad Games Tycoon 2. Start your own game development studio in 1976. Build your own offices, production facilities, and server rooms. Develop the games of your dreams and produce the next-gen console. Rise from a small garage company to a huge corporation. I don't know like how expansive you can really get with a game production company simulator. Those like game presses or something? That server's not looking so good. It was kind of a sudden end to the trailer too. There wasn't really like a coherent story that I could follow in the trailer, and the music was kind of appropriate. It felt like busy working things are happening music. Yeah, but I did not see much appeal to the game. Probably I'm a little bit biased against it because I work with software already. So I don't want my games to be representative of like the work that I do. Yeah. Next up we have Such Art, Creative Space. Such Art, Creative Space. Paint on any surfaces with numerous tools in Creative Space, a free sandbox version of Such Art Genius Artist Simulator. Create masterpieces, complete commissions, and decorate your studio in the most advanced artist sim.
What is art? Recently, I took a DNA test that tells me I'm a genius artist. What? Me? But hey, it's the year 2130. These tests are very precise.
I don't want to talk over the narrator because he's so good.
What is art?
Nice, Bob Ross. Oh, Such Art, much wow.
What do you say?
Beautiful. That was a really fun trailer, and the music and the story was very fitting. With the narrator, it was like next level. This game looks a lot of fun. At least the trailer made it look very fun. Next up is Crazy Flasher 7 Mercenary Empire. Crazy Flasher 7 Mercenary Empire. The end is coming. The zombies are rampant. The horizon battle is refreshing, fighting cold weapons, firearms, skills, mercenaries. Retro graphics, classic old games from 2011 made by Andy Law. The animation scenes look really nice, but then the gameplay scenes look super choppy. Like, I don't know if that's by intention because it mentions like classic old games from 2011, so I don't know. Not really a selling point for me. This trailer is more than 4 minutes long. Why do you need such a long trailer? Why was that trailer so damn long? Next up we have Survival Classic. Survival Classic. Try to survive in the harsh realities of the cold Siberian hinterland. Live long and always remember that man to man is truly an enemy. Nobody can be trusted here, but it is almost impossible to survive alone. Choose your path and go through this cold land to the end. It's like colder than minus 20 degrees Celsius here today, so I'm probably not going to enjoy this trailer that much. I have no idea what's going on still. You're literally just like slowly zooming into every single structure in the game. And we're like almost a minute into the trailer. And I've yet to see any gameplay. There's another house. What's gonna be next? Another building. I wonder if they're gonna show another building after this one. And it's some more buildings. You've given me nothing. You've given me some assets that you've slowly zoomed into. You've given me some buildings and some trees and some streets. Looks fun to play. Next up we have The Adventure of Nyu. The Adventure of Nyu. Nyu is a fox who lives in a strangely cozy world. Go on a little adventure with Nyu in this adorable clicker-like game for everyone to enjoy. What did that jelly bean do to you? I like how the sword looks like a popsicle stick. And that bear's like, yo, did you eat the whole popsicle? The health bar is like across the whole top of the screen. Which seems kind of weird. Usually, like, I would think that position would be reserved for like loading in between screens and not an enemy's HP bar. Last one of the top 10 for this week is Frame of Mind. In Frame of Mind, you are placed in a world where logic is escaping you. Each area of the game defies reason, requiring you to think outside the box in order to solve the illogical and escape madness. Alcohol references are for everyone. I like this aesthetic. It's that kind of flat, blank 3D feel. Nice. That had kind of a calm yet eerie atmosphere to it. Looked like it'd be fun to try to solve your way out of some puzzles in there. All right, so that was the top 10 game releases of this past week, according to the Steam ICO newsletter. I think the one that stood out the most for me was Everspace II. That trailer was just like so on point with the music and the graphics and everything, and it just looked so much fun to play. Sitting in the cockpit and flying around through space, it looks like lots of fun and very, very aesthetic. Yeah. So that's all for this week. If you liked what you see, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.